Very good morning to everyone. And yes, today's session is something interesting. Every day we say, कुछ करो, कुछ करो, कुछ करो. आज हम कह रहे हैं, rest करो. Right? And of course, rest is not laziness. There's something we all do multiple times every single day. Something absolutely essential for our survival. Yet we feel guilty about it. We hide it, we apologize for it, we even lie about it sometimes. No, I'm not talking about checking Instagram or eating that extra samosa. I love it. I'm talking about something far more fundamental, something your body desperately craves, but your mind constantly denies. Yes, as I said earlier, we are going to talk about one of the most misunderstood concepts in our productivity obsessed culture. Rest is not laziness. Yes. Let's be honest. How many of you ever felt guilty about taking a Sunday afternoon nap? Can we have a show of hands if anybody feels that way? Okay. Just imagine it's 3 p.m. on a Sunday, you finished lunch, maybe some dal chawal, some sabzi, perhaps your mother's or your own special aloo paratha, and your body is sending you clear signals. Please just lie down for 20 minutes. But what happens? If you're a woman, especially if you're a homemaker or even a working woman at home, you think, oh, the utensils are in the sink. I need to prep for tomorrow. What will people think if they see me sleeping in the afternoon? I'm not that old. In fact, women are never old, right? It's be shame to say that. I'm not sick, and there's so much to do. And if you're a working professional, maybe you think Sunday is my only day to finish that presentation. And for men, you might feel Sunday is the day to fix that leaking tap, to do something productive. Real men don't need afternoon naps. That's for retirees. So, what do? You fight it. You scroll through your phone instead and you watch something mindless on TV and you do something like anything to avoid the shame of actually resting. But here is the truth, your body is not being lazy, your body is being wise. Yes. There's a beautiful truth in our metaphor today. A paused machine lasts longer than an overworked one. Let me repeat that. A paused machine lasts longer than an overworked one. Think about your mobile phone. What do you do when it hits 15% battery? You charge it, right? You don't say, no phone, you are being lazy. You should be able to run on 5% for the next 6 hours because I have things to do. But somehow we expect exactly that from our own bodies and minds. Let me tell you about Priya. She's a 32-year-old software engineer and a mother of a 4-year-old. Her day starts at 6 a.m., getting her daughter ready, making breakfast, the school run, then 9 hours of back to back meetings. And then the evening chaos of homework, dinner, bedtime, stories. And by 11 p.m., she's exhausted. But does she sleep? No, because this is her me time. This is when she scrolls, watches shows, online shops, not because she's enjoying it, but because she's too wired to actually rest. For 3 years, she ran like this. Until one day, she couldn't get out of bed. Not because she was lazy, because she had burnt out completely. See, rest isn't a reward for productivity. Rest is what makes productivity possible. Let me tell you about Rajesh. He's 28-year-old marketing professional. He prides himself on being the hardworking guy. First to arrive at the office, last to leave. And weekends? Those are for side hustles, gym, networking events. Rest is for the weak, right? Until Rajesh started forgetting things. Important client names, his own mom's birthday, simple words in the middle of conversations. His doctor told him something powerful. Your brain is not a computer that can run 24 by 7. It needs downtime to process, to consolidate memories, to literally clean itself. So when you don't rest, you're not being productive, you are being inefficient. So Rajesh learned that his best ideas didn't come during his 14-hour workdays. They came during his morning walks when he finally allowed himself to just be. So here's what we get wrong about rest. We think rest is the absence of productivity, but rest is its own form of productivity. See, when you rest, your brain consolidates memories and learning. Your body repairs cells and muscles. Your creativity gets recharged. Your emotional regulation improves and your immune system strengthens. So that Sunday afternoon nap isn't laziness, it's maintenance. The 10-minute break to just sit with chai and look out the window isn't wasting time, it's wisdom. And for the women in this room, especially, I want you to hear this. Resting is not selfish, it's self preservation. Let me repeat this for you. Resting is not selfish, it's self preservation. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And we have said this statement multiple times in our sessions. And you cannot fill your cup while simultaneously pouring from it. So sometimes you need to just stop, close the tap, fill up. And there's a difference between laziness and fatigue. See, laziness avoids challenges because it doesn't want to grow. Fatigue asks for rest because it has been growing. So laziness says, I don't want to do anything ever. But fatigue, it says, I need to recharge so I can do things better. Your body is constantly sending you signals. The yawn during that afternoon meeting, the irritability when someone asks you a simple question, the inability to concentrate on that book you usually love, the complete lack of enthusiasm for things that normally excite you. These aren't signs that you are weak, they are signs that you are human and humans need rest. So, here is something beautiful to end with. Rest is not the opposite of work, rest is the foundation of work. Think of the best musicians. They don't just play notes continuously. The pauses, the rest, the silence between notes, that's what makes the music beautiful. Without rest, it's just noise. Your life is the same way. Without rest, even your most productive days are just noise. But with intentional rest, with guilt free pauses, with sacred moments of nothingness, that's when your life becomes a symphony. So here's what I want you to do today: schedule intentional rest. Yes, schedule it. Not if not if I have time. not after I finish everything. Just do it because there's always something else to finish. Like we say, na, there's always never a perfect time. Just do it. That's why I know you people are super busy. So that is why I'm asking you to take intentional rest, but intentional, not non negotiable, guilt free rest. Maybe it's a 20-minute afternoon nap without apology, or 10 minutes of just sitting quietly doing absolutely nothing. 5 deep breaths when you feel overwhelmed instead of pushing through, or going to bed 30 minutes earlier instead of scrolling, and saying no to that one thing so you can say yes to rest. Start small. Start today. Because remember, you're not resting because you are lazy. You are resting because you are wise. So, rest is not the enemy of success, but yes, exhaustion is. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.